So I'm going to ask a question again. Okay, I'm going to ask a question to you. Okay, there are 330 students here today. Okay, I want to ask you, what did you learn from this session? Did you learn anything at all from this session? Suppose somebody asked you, hey, you had a Saturday morning session. What happened? Did you learn anything? What did you learn? What will you say? Tell me 2 words, 3 words, 1 sentence. What you learned. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Put it in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself.
Indian heritage.
Okay, Surendranji says, I learned about Indian heritage. Okay, any other answers?
The philosophies as the basis of every individual to try and realize.
Philosophy as the basis of a culture, a civilization, of an individual that one must strive to attain. Okay, any other answers from any other people? You're all smart people. Dr. KPR.
Bharatiya Asmita.
Bharatiya Asmita means what?
The heritage of Indian culture.
Heritage of Indian culture. Okay. All right. What else?
Purpose of life is more important, sir.
Balasubramanian sir says purpose of life is more important. More important than what? Right?
Then science.
Oh, so yeah. So I will say we have to keep the purpose of mind also, life also in mind, and science is education, all this important. Okay. For us, education is very important. And so keep everything in view and don't lose track of the purpose of life. You know what they say in America? They say the tail wagging the dog. Have you heard of the tail wagging the dog? Tail wagging the dog. See, dog wags the tail, right? Dog should wag the tail. What if tail wags the dog? How will it be? So if you don't know the purpose of life, then it is like the tail wagging the dog. Okay. Okay. So Satya Tangavel says role of philosophy and acquiring knowledge on it rather than engineering and technology. Okay. Good. Satya says that. Govardhan says importance of knowing about our culture. Okay. Good.
We should be proud of our heritage and culture, and we should rather uphold it.
Yeah, we should be proud of our heritage and culture. Every small tribe anywhere, they are proud of their traditions. It doesn't matter whether they know English or this or that. Whatever language they do, whatever rituals they do, whatever ideas they have, they are proud of it. They are willing to learn more, but they are proud of their traditions. Very important. What else? So Anu Anand says, Kathopanishad, want to learn more and read about Takshashila, Nalanda, Indian philosophy and education system. Excellent, Anu Anand. She feels inspired. Who else? What else? Anything else? I'm sure 300 people can make a lot of noise. Naveen Kumar, in many instances, chanting in Sanskrit without knowing the meaning, is it useful, sir? Okay, he's asking a question. He's asking a question. The question is, chanting, because chanting is a very big part, because we have so many millions and millions of shlokas, we can chant anything at any time. So his question is chanting in Sanskrit without knowing the meaning, is it useful, sir? Okay, I will ask you. Yeah, I'll ask you, Mr. Naveen Kumar. Baba black sheep, have you any wool? Have you heard of this? Yes or no? So we all heard about it. As kids, we used to sing it. Okay, I'm giving an English example. Okay, Baba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags, etc. Okay, and then what about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Very popular, very popular. Whether we know any rhymes in our own language or not, this Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, we know it. Now tell me, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, look at this. The star is not little. The star is bigger than sun. Okay, it's many times bigger than sun, but it is little star. We also know stars don't twinkle, but then twinkle twinkle little star. Okay, like this we say. So it seems like a bunch of lies. And another thing, does the child really understand what it is saying? Well, you just point to the star and say, look, twinkle twinkle little star. The child says, yes, twinkle twinkle little star. So it's a way to inspire the child. And initially we chant all these things. So the power of the child's mind is so much, it is absorbing a lot. That's why we absorb. It's a time, childhood is a time to absorb all these things. That is why you show crime movies to a child. It has a very negative impact on the mind of a child. Why? Because it absorbs all that violence. Violent movies children should not see. And so same way here also, Mr. Naveen Kumar, nothing wrong. You chant, you keep chanting, but at some point you say, I want to know the meaning of all these shlokas, etc. Thank you. Any other questions? Any questions?
Sir, Surendran again, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have seen your IHSC site, sir. Do we have any visuals and multimedia contents?
For which one again?
For Upanishads or like Sanskrit and stories.
Yeah, I mean, these days there is a lot of material available on the internet. So send me an email. I'll share my email address with you.
Sure.
And
so the real intent of this question is that when we have started this essence of traditional Indian knowledge system, and I was browsing through a lot of links. Like nowadays, when to teach this millennials, we need to have visuals and videos and kind of multimedia, like complemented with the talk. Because their attention span for the talk is less than when you show this visuals.
correct.
And
So,
I have been following one. It's called as Hinduism Today, and it is
Yeah.
from Kavai Monastery of this
Hawaii.
NCR. Yeah,
Hawaii,
Kavai
yeah.
Monastery, Hawaii. They do a lot of contents that and that kind of a thing. If you can do it, it will be helpful. It's my humble suggestion.
Yeah, so that's a good suggestion. And producing multimedia content, it's very important. And some people are very good at doing that. See, I cannot produce multimedia. The only multimedia I can do is I can do this kind of, I can come and do all these gymnastics I can do. That multimedia I can do. But I can't produce multimedia videos. But your point is it is good to have. And I think internet these days, they have some very good sites and things like that. So send me an email and I'll share my email address with you and with everybody. So this is my email address, Jayakum, JAYAKUM 108@gmail.com. Yeah.
Noted.
So do that and then we can see what we can do.
Definitely.
And definitely these days there is a lot of content and we ourselves are amazed. We study Vedanta and all these Upanishads and all the Veda mantras, Samhita, this and that, which are all voluminous. They're all available on the internet. And so it helps us a lot. And in terms of multimedia, so generally some of these important discussions on life, on the self, on the goals of life, things like that, generally one has to listen to it. If I start showing screens about the purpose of life, then what will happen is you are looking at the screen, you are not looking at me. The listener should connect with the speaker, should connect. Yes, I follow what he's saying, what she's saying. Yes, I want to listen more, I want to hear more. That is how our tradition has been. And I'm not saying we should not use PowerPoints and other media. They're very useful. Some of the media, sometimes I show videos to children. And how many of you have seen the Google perspective video? Google perspective, Google that and find out. Okay, it's amazing. It's an amazing video. It tells you the size of the world. It starts from the eye of a person. The focus is on the eye. Look at the eyeball here. And then it zooms out. And then you can see the person. Then it zooms out. You can see the park where where the person is lying down. Then you zoom out, then you see the city of Palo Alto. Then you zoom out, you see the state of California. Then you zoom out, you see North America. Zoom out, you see Earth. Then you zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Solar system, and then Milky Way, and then galaxies, Andromeda, this and that. And then it goes on and on. On and on and on it goes. And then you find, my God, I am a small speck in this universe. And this small speck is making so much noise. I don't have any right to make noise. And then this Google video comes back down. It keeps coming down. Comes to Andromeda, then comes to Milky Way, then comes to solar system, then comes to Earth, then comes to America, then comes to California, then comes to Palo Alto, then it comes to the park, and then it comes to the lady who is lying down there. Then it doesn't stop there, and the lady's eyes. And then it doesn't stop there. You know what the video does? It goes further down into the eye. And then it shows the retina, and then it shows the blood vessels, and then it shows the back, and then it shows the chromosomes, and then it shows the DNA, and then it goes on and on and on. It's amazing to watch all that. And it tells us what this world is all about, and it makes us ask some fundamental questions. So yeah, I appreciate your question. And newer and newer media are always coming, and we just have to we just have to find the right place for the right things, and there's always room for more. And so thank you for that suggestion. Okay, so there is a link that Dr. Kumar has sent. Yeah, you can look at that link also. Good. So we will stop with that. It's 10:58. Thank you very much to all of you, and thanks to KPR, thanks to Dr. Ganesh Kumar ji, thanks to Dr. Balasubramaniam. And Dr. Balasubramaniam, when I mentioned I was from Purdue, he immediately said, I read the book by Phil Wonkett and Frank Orevich, Teaching Engineering book. I know these people very well, and my office was just a few offices from Frank. And so I was very, very amazed when he mentioned that. And
I was so excited, sir. I was so excited when I heard that you are a chemical engineer and from BTech, IIT Madras, and again Purdue, because it reminds me that teaching engineering, not only, as you said, the scale of chemical engineers, we show this video from park to the galaxy, and again from galaxy to the park. So it reminds me the fabulous chemical engineering. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your presence, and you have given a lot of insight to us, and something like an eye-opener for our students to know the philosophy and science and the engineering. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks to all of you. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I formally request Dr. D. Surendran, Professor Computer Science and Engineering, to formally thank our chief guest and audience. Sir, please.
Yeah, this is Ramachandran from Chemical Engineering Department. Can I intervene for a minute before
Sir,
Dr.
please,
Surendran
sir.
intervenes?
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Thank you, Dr. Jaykumar. It was excellent. I mean, I loved your lecture. I just, in this platform, there are about 300 students. I just want to introduce one lecture which we should all listen. That's by Dr. Shashi Tharoor, who is MP, member of the parliament, of the current parliament from Congress MP, who talks about British India. It's about a 20 minutes lecture, and he gives it in the Great Hall of London. In the heart of London, he stays and talks about the British Raj in India. I think all students should, get a link. It's a freely available there. That's something which you should, which people should. I don't have the link straight away, but then just Dr. Shashi Tharoor on British Raj would be an excellent lecture. And the English of Shashi Tharoor is something which is to reckon with. Like he's one of the biggest debaters in the country. Thank you very much. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ramachandran. Yeah, I've seen that video by Shashi Tharoor, and you can, anybody can Google and YouTube and find that video. Thank you very much. And there was somebody, Kirtana or somebody who raised the hand. I think I saw somebody raise the hand in between. If you have a question, please ask. If not, we'll turn it over to Dr. Balasubramaniam. Yeah, you're muted, Balasubramaniam.
Yes, sir. Now I am muted. Thank you. Yes, sir. Really, we had an amazing session. I can say really, it has given a lot of insights to our students, And we love to hear you on campus, sir. Once this COVID subsides, we want you to have you in our campus and enlighten our students, faculties, and even the parents as well. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your wonderful experience with our students, faculties, and the participants in online. Have a nice day, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All the best to all the faculty and for all the entire KPR family.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Namaste. Bye.
Ganesh Kumar, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, Surendran sir, please formally thank our session.
A very good morning, Jay Kumar Srinivasan ji, for accepting to enlighten our students in this topic, and made a very thoughtful and thought-provoking session on the Sanskrit science and philosophy. It's very reachable to all. And we are really blessed today to have you in this session. And as Professor Bala told, we like to hear you in person, sir. Thank you very much, and pranams a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Namaste.
sir.